Jimmy Kimmel has not put on a conservative pundit or voice the whole year. He's like Colbert. The only voice that wasn't liberal on Colbert's show this entire year was Liz Cheney, who hates Trump. Same thing with The View. We went over that yesterday. None. It's a total blackout of traditional conservative voices on ABC, NBC, CBS. Total blackout. That is the story. That's Putin stuff. That's China stuff, totalitarian stuff. You cannot be heard if you don't toe the liberal line. Now, I talked about this in July, okay? And here's what I said. Go. Now, I think this is a bigger story than Stephen Colbert. And I predicted, as you know, that Colbert would go. And there are going to be some people on The View that are going to go. And Kimmel, possible. Now, nothing has happened on The View, but I suspect it will. So what really happened? So I got a call from a very powerful television executive yesterday afternoon after we taped this program. And he said there's a revolt among the station groups. That means that ABC owns some of the affiliates, but the others are owned by other corporations, like Nexstar, like Sinclair. They own the stations outright and they buy ABC's product. A number of them, led by Nexstar, said to ABC in Burbank, California, Bob Iger, CEO, we're not taking Kimmel anymore. The outrage over what he said on Monday and all of the other censorship that he does, hate Trump stuff that he does, we're not taking it anymore. Disney panicked, okay? Absolute panic. And had to get out in front of it because they were going to lose 30, 40 affiliates who were going to fire Kimmel themselves. So Disney says, we'll fire him too. That's corporate America. That's what corporate America does, always folds. Always, 100% of the time. And Kimmel then, by all accounts, was surprised. I don't know why he would be surprised. I mean, come on. You can't say on your program that MAGA people are somewhat responsible for the assassination of Charlie Kirk. That's defamatory. It's a lie. It's not even close to being funny. What the deuce are you doing? There is a responsibility. In addition, the government licenses ABC, CBS, and NBC. Let me explain this. When television was first invented in the late 1940s, the airwaves were public. And the three networks said, well, we have television, we want to broadcast over the airwaves. The government said, okay, but you have to get a license and you have to live up to some standards. You can't say the F word. You can't have naked people running around. So we'll give you the license, but you got to obey the rules because it's free. The airwaves are owned by the people, the American people. It's free. So the networks have to comply with the federal government. Not cable, because you pay for cable. Not social media, because you pay for social media. We don't have to comply with anything. We can get in trouble, we can hold it to court, but no government regulates. But they do regulate the networks. So the FCC now, controlled by the Trump administration, is horrified by the total blackout of any conservative voice. It's horrifying, and the hate Trump stuff. So the head of the FCC is Brendan Carr. Here's what he said.
There's calls for Kimmel to be fired. I think, you could certainly see a path forward for suspension over this. And again, the FCC is going to have remedies that we could look at. And again, we may ultimately be called to be a judge on that.
And that message got across to Disney, okay? And Disney has already had to pay President Trump $16 million because George Stephanopoulos, one of their correspondents, called Trump a rapist. And that's not true. So Disney could see that its whole franchise was going down a drain. The government's coming after them. So Kimmel was the human sacrifice. He got thrown overboard. Let's face it, the U.S. economy is under stress. National debt rising, trade war shaking the markets. And meanwhile, China is dumping the dollar and stockpiling gold. That's why I protected my savings with physical gold and silver through the only dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. And you can do this. Get precious metals delivered to your door or placed in a tax-advantaged gold IRA. They'll even help you roll over your existing IRA or 401k, tax and penalty free. With billions in precious metals delivered, thousands of five-star reviews, and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau, you can trust American Hartford Gold as I do. Please call 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.